Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Diana and the Book Hunt. It's a new year, happy new year to everyone. I wish for you to have a very fruitful year, a year full of many 5-star reads, many new discoveries in authors and types of books that you like. And I hope for myself to have very many challenges that I can share with you on this channel. I've been loving doing booktube videos for the past year and I just cannot wait to share more content with you in the new year. So what better way to start off the year than sharing my January reading plans with you. I have a couple of books that I definitely want to pick up this month that I want to share with you, and I really hope that I'll be able to finish them so I can let you know what my thoughts are on them. And a couple of them are tied to a read along that I'm going to participate in, that is organized by a couple of booktube ladies that I follow. A couple of the books are ones that I just came across on Storytel and they looked very interesting to me, so I'm going to share those with you as well. And a couple of them I've been wanting to read for quite some time, so let's just dive into the books that I want to share with you. So for me, the winter time is the best time to pick up a romance novel which is in the fantasy realm. So I'm going to definitely be picking up a couple of books that are fantasy romances, and the ones that I've picked up for this month are ones that I have on Storytel, so they're audiobooks. The first two is it's a duology that is by Zander, and I don't know much about those books. I just saw the cover and I saw that it's a very dark romance, fantasy romance, so I'm interested in seeing whether that's going to be a hit for me. So the first one is called A King of Flesh and Bone. The second one is called A Queen of Rotten Pain. So I'm going to be picking up the first book, and if I like it, then I'm probably going to binge the second book as well. If I don't like it, I'll probably not be continuing on. So we'll wait and see whether I like that one. And then the second one, which is a fantasy romance as well, is by K.A. Tucker. Now, K.A. Tucker, I love her contemporary books. I have loved the Wild series. I've loved the Wolf Hotel series. I've loved just basically anything that I've read by this author. So I definitely want to see whether I'm going to like the fantasy romance that they've released. The one that I see, what's the name of it? It's A Fate of Wrath and Flame. That's the first book, and then the second one is something like Curse and Blood something. I don't remember the name of it, but basically I'm going to read the first book in January, and again, if I like it, I'm going to continue on with the series. So those are the two fantasy romance books that I want to pick up and see whether I'm going to continue on in the series. And then the next couple of books I'm going to share with you are more in the contemporary style. So for the next book, I've heard Caitlin from The Love Librarian talk about that book so much. She has hyped up that book so much in the last couple of weeks that I definitely wanted to pick that one up. It's Mile High by Liz Tomforde, and I don't know much about that book, but I do know that it's a sports romance and that it involves a flight attendant and a guy who is on a sports team who they have like this private jet that flies them around when they have games. So she's the flight attendant in the plane where he's going to travel with it. So basically that's what I know about that book, and I'm very excited about it because I've heard nothing but good things from Caitlin, so I really hope that I love it as much as she did. And then for the read along that I'm going to participate in, that the booktubers that I mentioned are going to arrange for this month and next month, it's Michae and I think also Caitlin and Cheyenne from That Tall Book Girl. Those three booktubers are arranging a read along for the Off Balance series by Lucia Franco. This again is another sports romance that focuses on a gymnast and her coach, so it's a forbidden romance, and I've really steered clear of anything that has to do with this series because I've known for a long time that I want to pick it up, but I was kind of waiting to get in the mood to pick it up because it's 5 books, so it's kind of a commitment to start on those books. But now that I know that there's going to be a read along, I definitely want to participate in it, so I'm going to pick up all of those books in the month of January and then continue on in February. So yeah, I really cannot wait to see how I'm going to like those because I do know that Michae absolutely loves the series, and I think that Caitlin just recently read them and she really loved them, so I'm very, very excited to participate. Another book that has been really hyped up on Booktube for the past couple of weeks has been Funny Feelings by Tarah Dewitt. I know that Caitlin from The Librarian, as well as Jess from Peace Love Books, and a couple of other booktubers that read that book really hyped it up, and they actually had an interview with the author as well. So it's been going around, and I actually put that book on my TBR quite some time ago, maybe 7 or 8 months ago, and I've been wanting to read it, but I've put it off, and now I'm happy to see that Storytel has uploaded the audiobook for it, so I'm definitely picking it up this month. I'm really excited about it because it involves a comedian and an ex-comedian who have been friends for a very long time, and I know that there's an age gap between the two, so I'm very excited about that one and I can't wait to pick it up. Next up, I'm going to pick up a new release that I thought is going to be great, and I hope that it's really as great as it sounds. The book is called Token by Beverley, Kendall, and I think it just recently released. It released on audio as well on Storytel. Most of the books that I'm going to mention today are actually on Storytel, so I'm picking those up in audiobook format. So this one is very exciting because the book is about a woman who decides to start with her best friend a company that will help out companies with their diversity within their working spaces. So that sounds like a really fun and interesting kind of almost like a challenging plot, and it does involve a romantic plot as well, so I'm very excited to pick it up and I really hope that I'm going to like it, and if I do, I'm going to share it with you, obviously. For the next one, I actually saw the cover of it on Storytel. I saw that it was going to release and then I just fell in love with the cover, so I don't want to know much about it. I just saw a very short blurb on Storytel, so I'm gonna read that out for you. The book is called We Deserve Monuments and it's by Jess Hammonds. I know that it's a young adult story, and what it says is that it's about family secrets and a swoon-worthy romance and a slow burn mystery. Those collide in the story that is We Deserve Monuments. It just sounds interesting and the cover is gorgeous. You're going to see it somewhere here, and yeah, I can't wait to pick it up. Another book that I'm really looking forward to is one that I've read the first 2 books in the past couple of months. It's by B.K. Borison. It's the 3rd book within the Love Light Farm series. It's called Mixed Signals. And I've really loved the first 2 books, so it's only fair that I try out the 3rd book to see whether I'm going to like it as much as the first 2. And if I do, I'm going to let you know. It's quite strange that I've been reading romance books for quite some years now and I've not yet read any books by Katee Robert, but I'm planning on changing that. I really want to pick up one of their books this month. So I'm going to start off with Abel because it's one of their lesser known books. I know that Neon Gods and Electric Idol are ones that have been going around a lot, but I want to start off with something that is not discussed too much. So that is the one that I've picked. It's a MMF romance, and also I know that it's a dark romance that involves some kind of a revenge plot, so I'm really excited to see whether I'm going to like their works. The last book that I plan on picking up in January is called A Million Kisses in Your Lifetime by Monica Murphy. This book was hyped up a lot last year, so I definitely want to see whether the hype was worth it. It's a young adult romance. It is set, I think, in a prep school, like a high school, so I'm kind of nervous to see whether I'm going to like it because new adult and adult is more my speed, but I just want to try it out to see whether the hype is worth it. So I definitely want to pick it up this month, and I see that it's going to release on audio on Storytel like mid-January, so I definitely want to pick it up before the month is up. That is it for all of the books that I plan on picking up in the month of January. I hope that I get to pick them up so I can share my opinions on them with you. And please let me know if you've read them and whether you like them as well, whether you recommend them to me. And if you have any other plans for January, any other books that you're going to pick up that I definitely should look up as well. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I hope to see you very soon in the next one. Have a wonderful, marvelous day. Happy reading. Take care, and bye-bye.